Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Erasmus Mundus Scholarship Series. And today, in this episode, I have Mohammed Usman, who is currently enrolled in Erasmus Mundus program. It's based in Portugal, and he will be traveling in different countries. So let's first introduce Usman, and he will also share more details about his program as well. So welcome, Usman, and everyone would love to know more about you.
Thank you, Fizan, for giving me opportunity to share my experience with people. And I was really looking forward to share my experience. So, guys, my name is Usman, and I'm from Pakistan. And last year, I was selected for the Waves Masters of Erasmus Mundus, and it's basically based on acoustics engineering and related to sounds. And if you're a civil engineer, then the structural health monitoring side of your can relate to this masters. But on general, it is more related to acoustics engineering and radios and sounds. So my first semester is in Portugal at University of Coimbra, and now I will be traveling to Valencia for my second semester, and my third semester will be in Marseille, and fourth semester will be chosen at the end of my third semester. So this is the whole program. So I was selected last year in this program. So currently my program is in third cohort, and they have another cohort to come, and then they will apply for another grant from EU. So you guys have the opportunity to come and apply for WAVES program, and now I will share my experience with you guys. So how can you apply? How can you improve your application? And what relevant background you should have for this masters? So if you ask me, like what backgrounds can apply for this masters, so you must be either you are from engineering background, or you are from an architecture background, or you are a radio, or you are from sounds background. You can apply to this masters, but you must have some relevancy related to acoustics engineering. In my case, I had some research related to structural health monitoring, which was purely related to acoustics engineering. So I applied in this. So I applied in this master's last year and won the scholarship. So similarly, you guys can apply and become another WAVES student.
That program looks very interesting, Waves. So I would also like to ask you about last year when you were preparing for your applications, like many students who are right now applying for different programs. So how did you finalize this program while scrolling through the Erasmus Mundus catalog? And was this the only program you applied for, or there were some others as well?
Yes, listen, actually, I applied for three programs and I got acceptance in two, and I was on reserve list for the third program. Basically, my first and pure interest was in acoustics engineering. Because of my research interest, I had done my final year project related to structural health monitoring. I'm again saying that if you are a civil engineer and you have some interest in structural health monitoring, there is no program in Erasmus better than Waves for you. So if Waves is a win-win situation for you guys if you have some interest related to acoustics, and it's an interdisciplinary program. In Coimbra, you will be studying more about architectural acoustics, and then in Marseille, you will be studying more about structural vibrations, and in Valencia, you will be like more studying about the underwater acoustics. So there is a lot of diversity in this program, and people in this program have diverse backgrounds. In my class, I'm the only civil engineer, and there is only a girl from architectural background, and some of them are mechanical, and some of them are electrical. There is a multi background people in this program. So if you say that how I choose this program, it was because of my research interest. I had relevancy of this program, and I was very interested of pursuing my career in acoustics engineering. So that's why I chose this program. And yes, I applied in another program, and so I was selected for that too. And in another program, I was on reserve list. So that was my experience of Erasmus last year.
That's pretty impressive, and for all those who are watching and who are considering for applying for Erasmus, they also we must be interested in the secret recipe for getting like success in the application process. As we know, like the tricks, there are some tricks to apply in your
Yeah.
motivation letter and also your CV and other experience related things. So, what would you advise all those engineering students? Because I have a management background, so for me it's a little different. But listening from a person from engineering background would be useful for everyone. And so, what's your like sense for the people who are applying?
Yeah. Yeah, guys, application, you should spend some time on making your CV, on preparing your LOM, letter of motivation, and also the most important document that people put like less importance on the document is LORs, letter of recommendations. You spend some time with your professors asking them for letter of recommendation and ask them well before the deadline so they can write for you and they can send at the proper time before the deadline. So if you ask me that which background you need for this masters, so as I told before that this masters is like interdisciplinary. With any background of engineering you can apply, but in any Erasmus program, what I have seen, if you want to win this Erasmus scholarship, you must have relevant background experience, either a research background, either work experience, either your educational experience. Everything must relate to that one program. Then you will be able to like win this Erasmus scholarship. In my case, I had my research experience related to acoustics, so I therefore it was pretty easier for me, I would say, to win this scholarship. But there are many factors that contribute to your success. But guys, again, relevancy is the key. If you are choosing any program, choose accordingly that if you have a relevant background to that program. And once again, how would you know that which programs are relevant to your background? Scroll all the 200 programs on the catalog, and one by one, you will realize that there are many programs which are purely based on one thing, not the whole field. That you won't find any Erasmus program purely based on electrical engineering or mechanical engineering or civil engineering. There are like integrated programs, and people from different backgrounds comes together and work on single idea. So you'll have to find your research interest, and then you will be able to apply according to your research interest. And also, the most important document is your letter of motivation. So, guys, in engineering programs, don't be like telling stories that I was like more into this field since childhood, and then I pursued my bachelor's degree here, and then I wanted to do master's here. It's a story, and everyone is telling right now when we are reviewing LOMs, like we all review Fizan reviews, are reviewing, I'm also reviewing some of the letters, and everyone is writing like this. If you want to win this scholarship, your letter must be an distinctive one. And for engineering related program must be technical. Like you must speak in technical language. Okay. You must speak that what thing motivated you. It can be your semester project, it can be your final year project, it can be a lecture in class, but nothing like I had interest in childhood. Like these things are not, these things are common and everyone is telling you must be distinctive to win this scholarship. This was an advice for alumni. And for CV, guys, don't write anything which is not relevant to the program. If many people ask about the length of CV, I would say that there is no limitation about the length and there is no specified, we cannot restrict anything, but your CV must be relevant to the program. Either it can be 2 page, 1 page, 6 page, but everything written on the CV must be relevant to the program. And that's it. That's the key. And also about letter of recommendations. Ask your teachers to don't write generic letters for you. Must be specific to the program, and he should share an experience with you in his letter, not just writing that he was very good in extracurricular activities and he was in the top five of the class. Write something about the projects that you have done with the professor, and write about the societies that you have worked in and the extracurricular activities, particularly specifically you name them So it would be easier for the people who are reading that. Otherwise, there are many letter of recommendations they get and they just read. So that are advices for you guys. I hope you guys will get this scholarship.
Yeah, and I want to also point out one thing for all those who are listening. Usman has a YouTube channel and he posts very
Right.
useful videos, so you guys must watch them. And since I'm talking about his videos, he shares his experience in Europe as well. So my next question from you would be about how's your life going on so far in Portugal?
Well, first of all, thank you, Fizan, for letting people know about my YouTube experience. So, guys, my experience in Europe is like a dream come true. And in Pakistan, I was thinking about exploring Europe, and somehow that getting a scholarship to explore Europe is like a win-win situation for anyone, especially for people like us who are South Asian. And even if you win scholarship, things become pretty easier for you, either financially and in the administrative procedure. Like EU is doing everything for us. Like we will not be worrying about our visas and things like this, like other students who are studying on self-funded student and self-funding. So the guys, if you win this scholarship, there is much more that you can do. You can travel to 28 countries without visa. Yeah. What you can expect more than this? You can travel anywhere in EU, and if you have the Schengen visa, you can also travel to some parts, other parts of the Europe, and that depends on your nationality too. But there is much to explore. You can explore multicultures. Like now I'm living in Western Europe, in Portugal, but I have gone to Poland and then to no. In next month, December, I'll going to Czech and Hungary and Croatia and these things. Like if you love traveling, then Erasmus is for you. So
Yeah,
come here,
exactly.
explore Europe, and of course, you will get money to explore Europe. So that's the big.
Yeah, exactly. And we in the domestic traveling here is very economical. You get very
Yeah,
good deals
exactly.
if you find interested in knowing the challenges like making food for yourself, cleaning,
Yeah.
and like living away from home. Because those challenges are also within us. It's like similar for me. Like I have been traveling all weekends and every
Yes.
time of all the week. Like it's on Instagram as well, but
Yes.
like challenges are always very tiring sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. As a nation, as a Pakistani student living far from family, as we Pakistanis are much into our families, it was the biggest thing for us. Like for me, it was the biggest thing for leaving my family. So yeah, I miss my family and seriously cooking. And you have classes till 8 till 7, and then coming back and cooking is a challenge. And when you accept this challenge, you learn a lot. And guys, these challenges will change your life and you will learn a lot. It's there are every day is a new challenge in Europe. If you are from, particularly if you are from like Asian side or unprivileged areas, so you will see that how people here behave, like their work ethics and their studying ethics and things like this. You'll see many other things, and you will feel some challenges and getting adapt to these new rules, you would say, and new challenges. So I would say, but I would say you will learn a lot in these challenges. But there are challenges like cooking for yourself, and sometimes for some people it looks that Europe has much hectic studies, but in some cases you will say that there is not as hectic as it was in Pakistan. In my
Yeah.
case, it's yeah, in Pakistan we used to have 3 to 4 hour exam, and when there was an exam day, we had to do nothing, just exam. And of course, over the whole month of exam, like we just had to focus on our exam, studying and preparing. But here, the case is not that. You have to study daily, and in exams, the exams are not like that in as far as in Pakistan. The evaluation criteria is a bit different, and we as a Pakistani feel a bit easy here.
Yeah, we have a very tough training before
Yes,
coming here.
exactly, exactly. And of
Yeah,
course, the university we were in Pakistan was. quite strict.
Which university was your bachelor's in?
I had my bachelor's in National University of Science and Technology, NAST, and which was
Oh,
ranked as Pakistan's #1 engineering institute.
I'm also from NAS, by the way.
Yeah, of course, of course. So that
Okay,
was our training, which I'm lucky that I'm used to this tough work.
yeah. So yeah, it was very interesting having you, and I don't want to like make you more. I know you have a busy schedule and everything, so it was really nice talking to you, and all the best for
Yeah,
your next semester.
yes.
And
Thank
it
you.
was really good chat with you.
Yeah, I want to say like one word to all the people who are applying and like guys, don't be afraid. And so focus on your application, keep your application relevant to the program. And being if you're applying in Waves program, then I'm here. I'm also the program representative of Waves in Erasmus Mundus Association. So you guys can reach me on my LinkedIn, on my Instagram, on my Facebook, anywhere. You guys can text me. I can help you in your application, in reviewing your documents. And yes, in Urdu we say "Dhar ke aage jeet hai." So if you are, um, so don't be afraid. Do your best and good luck. And also, guys, like Erasmus is not the end of world. There are many scholarships. Erasmus is very competitive scholarships. Erasmus is very competitive scholarship. So don't be just focusing on one scholarship. Keep an eye on others too, because Erasmus has the restriction criteria that for some programs have two and some programs have three criteria. So it doesn't mean that you have a low profile or things like this. It's sometimes luck. So keep an eye on other scholarships too. And good luck for your application. And thank you, Fizan, for inviting me for this discussion. It was like pretty good to
Yeah.
guide students, and I hope they and this guidance will work for them.
Yeah, and I also hope like the record of Pakistani is having the most Erasmus scholarship stays
Yeah,
there, and we lead in the upcoming years as well.
yeah,
And yeah, if you need any help, you can always reach out to both of us if it's relevant to your program. And there are many other Pakistani students who are in Europe right now, and I'm sure they would be very willing to help you guys. So all the best and good luck.